Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Joe and this is my Aussie backyard. This is currently, I don't show it very often. I've got a grapefruit tree. Um, I don't like grapefruit. No one in my house likes grapefruit. We've tried for many, many years to kill the grapefruit, and remove the tree, but it just keeps growing back, and so there's some grapefruit growing. I think there's some more at the back. There's some down the bottom that's growing. Um, we put the buckets around to try and keep the chickens away from scratching. I was given some citrus feed a couple of weeks ago, and now they've just decided to rearrange all the buckets and knock them around. But yeah, so that's our grapefruit tree. And for the last few days, uh, that in that bowl is lettuce, and the girls have been having a smorgasbord. So I'll rip all that out, throw it out, maybe amend some of the soil, and so that's our lettuce. It's done for this growing period, although lettuce grows all year round. I haven't got any more seedlings, but that's what we're left with. Lettuce. There's none in the veg pod as well. Oh, there's Tina just wanting to hop on the camera. Yeah, the veg pod's looking a bit sad and sorry for itself too. So this is the veg pod with the sage, the basil. I think we had some lettuce at the back, had some thyme and some oregano, and then we've got strawberries. As you can probably see, yeah, the level's gone down quite a bit, so I'll probably rip everything out and add some more soil to the veg pod and grow it all again. So that's what it's looking like now. It all really needs to come out. The sage, although that's growing amazing, I have dried some, so we do have sage, but we've just lost too much soil, so I'll just pull it all out. It's also got some grass growing at the back, so yep, time to get ripped out. This tomato plant, even though there is still some tomatoes on it, this needs to come out and get thrown away. Our zucchinis down here, it's still getting flowers. It has got some male and female on it, but the bees just aren't here pollinating it. So I might maybe trim it up a little bit and just see how I go with it. But yeah, it's coming to the end of the life cycle. Under that cloth there's a cucumber that grew abnormally. That was our only cucumber this year. Very disappointed. I planted so many cucumbers and just nothing took. But never mind, there is always next year. Perfect example of still flowering, but just not getting pollinated, as you can see there. Next to that, we had the Thai pink tomatoes in the grow bag. That's done, spent, needs to go. this side we do have beans growing. I don't know whether you can see any up there. I don't know whether it's worthwhile hanging on to that plant or just ripping it all out. I'm a little bit stumped with that. Our potatoes I haven't got to yet. I really need to rip them out and throw that bag away. It's all ripped and awful. As you can see, we've got some zucchinis in there. I don't know whether they've been pollinated, so it normally takes a couple of days to see whether they'll keep growing green or growing yellow. But yeah, we're still getting flowers, so I don't think that's finished yet. Our blueberry bushes, although the bushes look really healthy, and that one's growing some mint, I don't know where that popped up. We probably need to pot those into bigger containers, and hopefully at the end of this year or next blueberry season we can get a lot more blueberries. We only really got blueberries from that end bush this year, but we'll keep trying. There's our lavender that didn't survive. I think that was parsley that didn't survive. And then we've got chilies on these plants. The chilies are actually growing really well. We've got chilies there. On the other plant, they're growing. We've got some longer ones. So this is the habanero mix. So they're a mixture of all different types of chilies. So I'm happy with how that's going. The bed behind is corn and it looks like a tomato plant. We've got a few stalks of corn, which we've had one and it was good. So we'll leave that a bit longer and just see how that grows. But that's another pot that definitely needs topping up with more soil. Over in the corner, that's pumpkin. At the moment, it's doing absolutely nothing. Oh, well, it's flowers. There's no sign of pumpkin. They're all male plants. So pumpkin's been another disaster this year. But like I said, there's always next season. Behind that we've got our lemon tree, which I need to just fix up. None of the lemons are yellow yet. Let me get closer. There you go, there's our lemons. They're getting to be a good size. Hopefully soon they'll start changing colour, and then we can have some fresh lemons. As you can see, might be a bit too close. Hang on, let me back it out. Yep, that's our pumpkin. It's got a nice vine on it, but yep, hasn't done anything. Oh, and Barb wants to say hi. Hi, Barb. Oh, she's walking off. And our tomato bush, got to come out here. I was going to take the net off and pick the tomatoes and probably pull the plant apart, but I've just noticed we've got some more smaller tomatoes down near the base, so I will pick those tomatoes because they were everybody's favourite. Everyone loves them. I don't know if you know, but tomatoes ripen from the inside out, so anytime they show a little bit of colour, you can pick them and it's classified as vine ripened. So I'll just show you a close up of the corn. So there's a cob and there's a cob. Just before I leave this area, so they're the chilies on the habanero mix. They've got the long chilies, and then down below they've got the shorter stubby ones. So looking forward to having those. And I just thought I'd show you why we have to dust our girls every week for mites, because we've currently got a pigeon inside the chicken run, and the chickens are just standing here not even caring that there's someone in their house. And in the final bed, sorry, my chickens are blowing now that I've evicted the pigeon. We've got the chili plant here, which has got beautiful dark purple chilies, plenty of flowers. They're growing really well. I don't know if you can see any in there. Sorry, that was my chicken. And then behind we've got the passion fruit vine, which that's also growing well. No sign of any passion fruit yet, but I think they normally take a couple of years to establish themselves. Hopefully the passion fruit can grow all over this side and all over the back fence. That's our goal. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you're all having a great weekend, if it's the weekend when you're watching it. I'm enjoying the sunshine. It's a long weekend for us. So I'll see you next time. Bye for now.